Hello, my name is Shopa, but you can call me Cake, and welcome to the next session of Dwarf Fortress, where I try to get competent at the game. Just to recap the last session a bit, the plan was to start making a new fort, a proper one with proper layout. I have started digging out the entrance, as you can see now. However, it was brought to my attention that the amount of gold and jewels is driving our fort value up, as you can see. And as your fort value goes up, unfortunately, so does the interest of any unwanted visitors. So whether it's just goblin thieves or raiding parties, well, they will start coming in, and to defend against them, we need some equipment, and at the moment we do not have any dwarves who are armored or even properly armed. I believe we have a total of 2 axes on our axemen, but if a raiding party comes over, that won't help much. At the end of the last session, we have started digging out copper, which is good for starter materials. However, it would be even better to have bronze, and to have bronze we have tin. And to have tin, we need to dig up some cassiterite, I believe. Yes, it is cassiterite. And with both copper and cassiterite, we can start smelting bronze, and bronze can be made into half-decent armor and half-decent weapons. Therefore, I want to start doing that before we even start doing a fort, so that when we move into a proper fort, we will already be at least somewhat prepared. Also, another thing that I will do before we start building a proper fort is secure this one a bit more, which means setting up some traps, and I guess it would be nice to have a moat and a drawbridge, which would allow to just kind of lock everybody in the fort, which is fine because that's where the food is. So let's carry on then. I will get some mechanisms made. I would already have construct rock mechanisms, but let's make some more. Just make a few. Let's just make 10. Once the rock mechanisms are made, we can make a drawbridge across the whole front entrance so that nobody can even get to the door if we don't want them to. And then we will be able to be at least partially secure, and we can keep digging for the cassiterite and for more copper. And oh yes, the one more thing that I kind of was planning on doing at the end of last session is, if we go down all the stairs, we eventually get to the caverns. The caves have giant cave spider silk, and giant cave spider silk can be used for ropes, clothes, bags, just any sort of fabric stuff. And that is something that we really would want. Unfortunately, cave spider silk is made by cave spiders, which means that we will need to also send some armed dwarves, and to send some armed dwarves, they need to be armed. And we do have crossbow dwarves. I keep saying dwarves, so I'm meant to say dwarfs, but that's fine. However, to send armed dwarfs with crossbows, they need to have crossbow bolts. And to have crossbow bolts, we need to smelt some of that copper and turn it into bolts. And at the moment, that's what we are in the process of doing. In the interim, I have set up manager orders for making charcoal, as well as smelting native copper ore. And once we find the cassiterite, I'll set up bronze smelting, because you can actually smelt 2 things together to make the material, in which case copper and cassiterite will make bronze. However, as far as furnace operators go, it appears we only have the single furnace operator and a single weaponsmith. So, and they're the only dwarf capable of wood burning as well, which is necessary to make charcoal, which kind of limits our operation here. Actually, oh no, there's 2 wood burners, 3 even. So, okay, so we can have someone smelting ore at the same time, but that's still the part where we only have 1 furnace operator. It does hamper our whole operation. I just noticed that, yes, we have got more migrants last session, which unfortunately means that we need to make more beds. I need to check how many actually we need. Go back to status. Population 46. And at the moment, we have 14 beds. I was not on top of the number of dwarfs in our fortress, and that shows. So that means that we need far more bedrooms. So yes, 14 bedrooms. That means that we are only, 32 short of a filled fort. And that is unfortunately a priority, so let's get on it quickly. As well as need to install the chests in the hospital, as that is where hospital resources are kept. Start digging out these bedrooms. This will take a while, unfortunately. I can actually do it faster with the mouse. Because I knew the mouse was useful for some things, but I didn't know until I tried whether the mouse could actually draw designations as well. Well, at least they line up together. Now that I have a manager, I can set up an order for 32 beds, or 40 beds even, and not have to worry about just clicking on the add order button in the carpenter's shop. Need 8 more bedrooms, but I want it to be fairly compact. So I believe what I will do is sacrifice one of these, but make a little corridor. I can make more bedrooms here. So now we have a full set of bedrooms for the near future. Oh, obviously, have to at least connect these. Let's just dig out this whole bit. That's fine. It doesn't need to be there. The manager order for beds. And we want 40 of them. Just before I forget, because I have an active order for charcoal. Because that's a singular order then. What if I want to repeat it? Rather than have a condition of making a specific number of charcoal, I'll just have the charcoal made up to 100. Yes, I need to change the details of this. Make charcoal perpetual. However, add conditions from products. So the amount of refined coal available is at most, and I want to have, say, 100. I want to have 100 refined coal, and then the order resets. However, when does it start? So yes, as soon as they start smelting, they go down to 10 refined coal, which charcoal counts as. Then when they stop that order, they can move on to refined coal, as in make charcoal. And as soon as we have more than 10 charcoal left, then we can just carry on smelting. Okay, if it doesn't work, I'll revise it, but for now that should be fine. In the meanwhile, let's get on that cassiterite, and I just need to confirm that cassiterite, I wrote it wrong, I mispronounced it. It's cassiterite, not cassiterite. And it is found near native gold, apparently. It's in alluvial layers, which is a specific rock layer in the game, but if you can find native gold, native platinum, or jade gems, you can find cassiterite. And, luck be on our side, we have found native gold. We have found some native platinum, which means that if we dig out from here, it is quite likely we will get cassiterite. Once the bedrooms are dug out, which is the most important immediate thing right now, actually, I can just designate it anyway and just give it a slightly lower priority. So, priority 5, I'll just dig out long tunnels in all directions to see if we find anything. Yes, this tunnel can be even longer, because we have plenty of map to go. As you can see here, we're literally only in this part of the map. There's 2/3 of it left to go. But we just need some to start smelting and not like to dig out the whole map yet, so I'm basically just exploring. Oh yes, we need doors as well, but I guess I'll make another order to make doors as well. And what I think I'll do, I'll add a second, because do we have more than one carpenter? Yeah, we have 2 carpenters, therefore 2 of them can make doors, so I'll make a second carpenter's workshop. No, I'm not building a carpenter's workshop from gold bars. That would be insane. Not just yet, but at some point we will need some more logs. Okay, so we can immediately ask a new workshop for the beds with the manager order. For doors, rather. Yes, oh, there we go, just wooden door. So they are almost finished with the bedrooms. Have any of them moved on to look for cassiterite? Ooh, petition available. We have a person who wants to reside in Mindfloors to eradicate monsters. I will approve that request, because why wouldn't I? And I have another request to eradicate monsters. Yes, I want people eradicating monsters. Let's quickly see if they show up on Dwarf Therapist. Just pause the game. Yes, these people show up. Yeah, Dothan, Apatlon, where they are. Yeah, that's a human. So we have a human and another human who are going to be eradicating monsters. Yeah, they are an armor user and a pikeman, which is nice. So let's see. Ooh, yes, they are armored. They have a pike. Yeah, there we go. So we actually have defenders. So hopefully we'll be able to house them in our new beds as well. So we are getting more native gold, platinum. However, not the one thing that we currently want, just cassiterite. Oh, even more petitions. Yeah, sure, why not? Eradicate more monsters. So oh yes, we are churning out beds, so let's start putting them in. Oh, but since we're doing wood burning, we need to chop down more trees. We need to annoy some elves. Oh yeah, I believe I forgot to show before that this is the new dump. So it's just safely hidden where the miasma, which emanates from all rotting things and really disgusts the dwarves, can't go up a hill. Therefore, we have a nice little pit. Everything will just go and decay there and it'll be fine. It can stay there. We want to train animals here. There we go. So dogs and horses and camels and stuff like that, I believe, can be trained here. Especially dogs, because dogs can become hunting dogs or they can become guard dogs, military dogs. It allows to specialize and they are better at their jobs than... No, nothing is being done here. Is there a reason for that? Let's quickly check what our metalsmith is doing. I won't switch the screen, I'll just quickly check myself. He is currently making rock mechanisms. Why is he making rock mechanisms? Oh, he's a mechanic. Oh, that's why. So we only have one mechanic, and the same dwarf that is the mechanic is also the furnace operator, and also happens to be one of the doctors. But that's fine. And he also burns wood, and he's also a miner. And that is just unfortunate. She. Oh, it's a she actually. Oh, but okay, fine. Let her finish all of the stone mechanisms then, which I don't believe she has much more to do. It's only 4 more mechanisms. But that is very unfortunate that one dwarf does everything. You can start training a dwarf in doing something, but they will be very wasteful and inefficient and possibly fail at the job if they don't have at least 1 skill level in it. So what has happened? A peasant has given birth to a boy while holding stuff. Well, that happens, I guess. That blood. A pool of wild boar blood, yes. Sometimes you just miss events when you're not looking. And has this even been recorded for you that a boar has attacked? Or would that be in announcement reports? Oh yeah, the hunter is hunting and then is fighting. Stonecrafter is fighting. So they too keep getting attacked by stuff. And that's because they don't have enough bolts. So I did make some wooden bolts, now they don't have any, so they have to fight hand to hand. I guess it's my fault. Let's make some wooden bolts, I guess. Let's set up another order for wooden bolts. Make wooden bolts. We have so much wood, so that's fine. Bone bolts would be better, but I don't believe we have a lot of bones. And let's make order in perpetuity. However, a condition is that we want at least... We have 25 bolts to a stack. Oh, okay, let's have at least 200. So 8 stacks enough for several dwarves. So let's have at least 200 bolts. And we need to make some containers for them as well. So some bins. So they are both making doors. So let's make an order for some bins as well. Wooden bins, so that they can store the bolts in them. No, that's reports. I want announcements. Have we struck any more native golds or bins? So that's quite a lot of jewels or gold. But yeah, don't know cassiterite, which is really disappointing because it should be more or less on that level. Again, it should be in the alluvial level, and that's the same level as platinum and gold. Did something happen on the surface? Because they could not find the path. Did anybody get injured? Could not find path to tree. It might have just been a pathing issue. Or someone else cut down the tree already, so they cancelled the order. That's possible. So yes, we have constructed all of the beds and all of the doors. So let's install all of the beds and all of the doors. And we will need more chests and more wardrobes or cabinets. So I'll put an order for those as well. Needs a door. Yes, I put an order for 40 doors and the display came up with order completed. So what is happening there? Let's see if we can go to stocks. See how many doors we have. 20. Did I just type in the wrong number? Let's order another 20 doors. Oh, because it wasn't finished yet. Okay, never mind. Delete this then. Oh, that reminds me, because we want to make wooden bolts, but also we want to not make too many, so not at least. We want that to change the condition, or change inequity Q. At most 200, at least... Oh no, sorry. Yeah, no, we want at least 200. But say no more than 300, because we don't want to keep just making them. So change number. Yeah, so between 200 and 300 wooden bolts at any time. Yeah, that's the thing. I was a noob when I last played the game, and that was several years ago, like more than 5, probably more than 10. So yeah, I forgot how half the stuff works in the first place. But I am trying to strike the earth to make some bronze. Unfortunately, I'm not getting anywhere with that because I have only copper at the moment, which I'll need to also start smelting. I guess I need to start making more exploratory digs as well. Yes, I'm playing with the lazy noob pack with the DF hack, but I don't want to like cheat too much, so I'm not using, say, the reveal resources or anything like that, because it's not even whether it's about the challenge, but if I was just playing for myself, then I would do that, but on stream I want to at least pretend that I'm not completely cheating at the game. I am already using the wiki and whatnot to check where I should at least look for the resources. Oh, sorry, oh, wait. Yeah, I misunderstood you. I thought you meant the, because there is also a tool that reveals every single rock layer on the map as well. But yeah, I didn't use like a find tool for a specific rock during Embark, no. I just looked for shallow metals and deep metals and flux. Wait, what's cheating? The, using the reveal all layers? Oh yeah, that's just cheating, yeah. But sorry, I thought you meant that initially, but yeah, I now remember what you meant, that you can actually look for specific minerals. But no, I didn't use that either, I just went with the general shallow metals, deep metals and whatnot. Eradicate monsters, yes, let's invite more defenders for us. Oh, so we have all the doors as well now? Now I'll make an order for more cabinets and chests. So let's just quickly go back to the manager and make wooden bin and make 50 of them. Have more stuff stored in bins. Interrupted by wild boar. So yeah, we have quite a few animals, but they need to be hunted down. So hopefully once they have bolts, they can start doing that. No drink. Oh yes, obviously I stopped actually ordering drink. So we have some milk. Yeah, but we completely ran out of lump helmets, I guess. We have all these barrels. Plant barrel, plant barrel. Okay, let's make some more drink then. And a new brew drink from fruit. Perpetual order. Let's add a condition for products. 10, but we want at most, say, 100. Just we can delete this one because we want as many seeds as possible. And then we want a new form plants. A perpetual, but we want to set up again a condition that when we have 100, so we don't get too many. And let's remove the seeds one. There we go. Okay, because I completely forgot to actually give my dwarves some alcohol. My dwarves. Yes, now this area is a tiny bit too small as well. I might have to expand it. 50 dwarfs in the fort now. We'll just make a few more chairs and tables. They are smelting copper ore. So we are going to get copper bars now. I'm happy with that. And now that we have copper going, I guess we can start making some armor and make a little squad to go into the caves. That we can hopefully get some cave spiders. What I want to do is go down to the caves, and I don't want to kill off all the spiders. I do want to catch some, so I can start a silk production. So that is also a plan in the making. Something growing here? Pigtails. Okay. Are there pigtails literally growing on the ground? In the cave wheat. Yeah, so we don't have enough pigtails to pigtail seeds to start planting them. They just happen to be growing in the cave. That is hilarious. And unfortunately, if we go down to the mine, still no cassiterite. Yeah, still no tin for bronze. So yeah, I guess we're going to make do with copper. But yeah, we have 8 copper bars so far. So it's not even enough to make ammunition. So that means we have to start doing some more copper mining. That we can make at least some copper breastplates. So we need 5 breastplates, I would say, and 5 helmets. So we can make a little 5% squad to go into the caves and try to capture some of our spiders. So once we have some better metal, like iron, or if we can make bronze, I'll probably remelt them. But in the meanwhile, that is what we need to have. Petitions available. Yes, sure, come eradicate monsters for us. Yes, come eradicate monsters for us. I love getting defended by someone else. The one thing that works in our favor here is that all of these are quite high in the walls, so even if some spiders can come over, or rather, the spiders probably cannot come over, just some water creatures, so we can have the armored dwarfs come and bash them in, and have some human and dwarven protectors who will come and kill some monster for us. So I believe we can, relatively safely, start digging this out. Or even better, why bother going into a cavern? I can just dig over it. So let's make some stairs here, and right in the middle of this, go one up, dig out here, And then we can start digging out the copper from the wall here, rather than having to go through the water in the caverns. I got everything but the cavern wall, since it seems to be in a fairly nice vein. We can do the same on the other side. And then that way, we will not breach the cavern wall here. And we can come down into this cavern to get some spiders. So I'll dig down a little tunnel with some cage traps, and then let the spiders walk into the cage traps. Then we'll have some spiders. But not just yet, I do want to have some armored doors for that. I remember you can set up cameras, so I can just quick switch to the cameras I want, but I can't remember how to do that. I'll check that before the start of the next session. The hotkey, Z2 bar hotkey. Okay, let's try the hotkeys. I'll go all the way up to the top of the fort, so I don't need to keep switching back and forth. Okay, hotkeys. Oh, F1. Let's see. Oh, right, okay, so that's F1. Hotkey F2, zoom here. F3, zoom here. Caves. There we go. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I remember that was a thing. I couldn't remember how to do it. So now we can go F1, F2, F3. There we go. That makes life a bit easier. Empty food storage items, so we need more barrels. I'm pretty sure someone will be looking and says, oh my god, there's a lot of rock everywhere. Why don't you get rid of all this rock, give it a stockpile or something like that? And I think what I might, just for the hell of it, try to see if quantum stockpiles still work. And what a quantum stockpile is, it's basically a cheat in the game, which uses minecart stockpiles, as when a minecart tips something, everything gets tipped into a single place. And if the stockpile is bigger, it'll get distributed over the stockpile. But if the stockpile is only a single tile, everything gets dumped into that pile, and that is very good at managing rock. So just out of sheer curiosity, I believe I might make a quantum stockpile for rock. If I'm trying to get competent, I might as well make at least one cheaty thing. Let me first check if I can carve out a track. No, because this isn't rock. So I need to build a track. Oh yeah, need to make a single minecart. How did you set up a track minecart? Stop, I need to look that up. The process wasn't difficult, but I cannot actually remember how to properly do it. Yeah, build a track, stop. Oh, I build the track and not a track stop. I think that's the problem here. Let me delete this. Yeah, there we go. Now that's getting removed, and we will build a track stop. Capital S, there we go. And dump arrival, let's say south. There we go. Yeah, basalt. Now I need to set up a stone stockpile here that it will take from, and a single stone stockpile here that will give to. Let's change the settings of this, because I don't want to get everything. Like, I don't want... Actually... Oh no, it's just stone, yeah. Okay, no, we want silver nuggets. We want all of the stuff. And this will take 3 wheelbarrows, so that all 3 spots of the stockpile can be occupied. And we have a minecart. And I think I need more wheelbars as well. I'll just make a few. There we go. Because I don't want to set up a manager order just for 3 wheelbarrows. Ooh, what happens? Oh, we have another caravan, and now we have actually gold to sell them. So we can buy some rope and whatnot, and chain. Now, goods. I want to bring stone metal bars. Oh, the problem is, how do I differentiate between... Oh, so they kind of mixed and matched the bars, gold and charcoal. That is annoying. Why would they do that? The dwarves have no idea what to do. Gold bars, there we go. We want to move this one. Gold bars, this one goes there. Silver. How did we get silver bars? Oh, because I was smelting silver. Gold bars. Gold bars. Yeah, let's order some shoes, leggings or trousers, I suppose. Caps, tunics. So that when they arrive next time, we can at least buy some more clothes, because we have 50 dwarfs now. And they want leather. So they'll jack up the prices for us because we ordered the stuff. Oh well. They want spears, seeds, tools, hides, battle axes. Well, it's not like we can sell them some fish, but that's about it. Let's see. There we go, trade. Oh, okay, they're not ready yet. We'll go back to them in a moment. Meanwhile, yeah, nothing here. They dug this all out. Let's keep digging that copper. Because that's at least something. We can make something out of it. Have they unloaded yet? Right, okay, what do they have? They have bars, they have bronze bars. Okay, rope. I would like some rope. Why is that so expensive? It's just a pigtail rope. Like it's a legendary one. Yeah, just get cheap rope. That's all I want, cheap rope. I don't want expensive rope. I guess water skins might be useful, but not the really expensive ones. Just some cheap wine and ale, beer, some rum. Let's just mark all of this for trade. There we go, so we still have some then spare. Oh, you can search with Q. Okay, there we go. Fred, there we go. Yeah, we want Fred. It makes perfect sense because you can everywhere else. It just for some reason didn't occur to me to actually try. Let's buy all of the Fred. Yeah, let's get a spear. Let's get a warhammer. Bronze battle axe, yeah. There we go, so at least some dwarves can pick it up. I won't bother with the armor because we could just make some copper one, and it's again just spiders and some animals. Or I guess, yeah, let's just buy all the clothes from under them. Oh, there we go, there's cloth as well. We need to add a bit more gold to them. This should be all. And next time, when I think I'll make some jewelry out of the remaining gold and the gems, so we have some more valuable things to just give them. I completely forgot to search for anvils. Let's do that now, because this way I can just make more workshops. And I'll just deal with having copper stuff, and I'll just keep buying more resources as the caravans come. But now I can make more workshops and more forges. We have quite a bit of copper to start smelting into bolts and stuff. We have traded for some cloth. Unfortunately, it will be time for me to finish now. So yes, to recap, we have dug for tin, didn't find any, but we have set up a proper smelting process. We have made more rooms for our migrants, have enlarged the meeting area, and we have made a good trade, and started getting a little quantum stockpile. No, we don't have a minecart yet, because it's not constructed yet. But that will be done in the next session. So, in the next session, hopefully, we will have our dwarves armed, so we can send a few Mark's dwarves to the caverns, and hopefully get some spiders, and get our own silk production up and running. At which point we can start producing some more cloth items and ropes. And spider silk is valuable, so that will be nice for trade as well. With that, I will bid you farewell, and have a good day, and thank you for watching.